Jen Logie, 5 minutes.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. The budget is supposed to represent our shared concerns, but sadly this budget fails to represent our most pressing concerns as a country. In this budget, the first budget since the coroner found that Emilita Bourne's death could be linked to the cold, damp house that she had to live in, the government has cut funding to Warm Up New Zealand for home insulation. In the budget, as we've found out that 1 in 100 New Zealanders are homeless, the government has provided money for 750 social houses in the face of 1 in 100 New Zealanders living without a home. And all while they allocate further money to facilitate the sale of more state houses. And while more than 1 child a week dies of low-income related diseases, there is absolutely nothing to increase incomes for parents who are not in the paid workforce. I guess the government considers that they fixed child poverty in the last year's budget. They tell us work is the pathway out of poverty, and they obviously think that they're going to do this by getting people off benefits. And they've set a target of getting 25% of people off benefits by 2018. Though their targets and their budget lines for expenditure for every single key core benefit in this budget show they're expecting expenditure to either increase or decrease by about 1%, which clearly shows they don't believe they can do it, that they can't get people off benefit at the rate that they say they can. And even if they did, it would still leave over 200,000 people in this country unable to work, living in grinding poverty, unable to secure a roof over their head, unable to consistently put food on the table, unable to keep themselves healthy and well. That is what this government's budget is delivering the country. And while 2 out of 5 children in this country in poverty have working parents, no one even talks about people without children who are in grinding poverty. The budget projects that wages will be 1.1% worse off after inflation. So everyday people are going to find it harder to pay the bills thanks to this government. And this is the first budget since the working group was set up to start delivering equal pay for women, something that's well over 120 years overdue. And this working group started meeting last year, and the expectation was set up that there would be money in this budget to ensure equal pay for caregivers at the very least. And yet here we are. And there's nothing in the budget beyond the usual contingency. And even worse than this, the commitment that the government has already made to pay caregivers for their in-between travel time, which was only partially funded in the last budget, has no more funding in this budget. So it's all too clear that this government plans to continue to underpay and exploit women. And they expect us to be thankful for it. And while we've known for years and have had repeated reports in the last year of the fact that Child, Youth and Family is not adequately resourced to help families and keep our children safe, and that the Commissioner for Children said he wasn't resourced to be able to monitor their safety and ensure that they were safe, we've had no increase for the Office for the Commissioner for Children.
I'm sorry to interrupt the honourable member. The time has come for me to leave the chair for the dinner break. This debate is interrupted, and I shall resume the chair at 7:30.